Hello, everybody, and welcome to NGRMarathon Summer 2018. Cool.
Woo!
Sorry about what happened after spring. Everything just kind of died. I'm also dead, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, so I had to do most of the scheduling this marathon, mainly due to the fact that no one else wanted to. So the schedule that you see before me, or you guys, sorry, I cannot talk. This is how you be tired. So the schedule you guys see before you is a combination of a lot of different things. Basically, the Mario games at prime time mostly every day. And we start off with Josh's Banjo-Kazooie run here, who is one of your hosts for the weekend, which I'm your other host. I'm Kyrat, and this is Josh.
Hey, my name is Josh.
And we will be hosting the marathon from different times. I will be hosting later today from Kingdom Hearts to Celeste, and Josh today will be hosting from BK to 64. So let's just get started with Banjo-Kazooie in 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright. Hey boys, my name's J0shua. This is Banjo-Kazooie 100%. First, let me define what 100% actually is. 100% is actually we collect all the items except for the stop and swap things. We don't collect the stop and swap things because they don't reset after you collect them. So you have to buy basically every time a new card if you want to run 100%. And actually you see the first trick in the run. If we spam A fast enough, we can cancel or roll faster again. Before we have Talent Shot, it's actually very hard to move fast in this game. Also, the backflip I did there is very inconsistent, so it was pretty bad. I got it second try. Most runners reset because of this. Spiral Mountain is pretty easy, but there's also still a lot to fuck up. So yeah, you're gonna see me use a lot of rolls and flatter cancels, because it's just the fastest way to move without Talent Shot. This is, by the way, FFM category, no RBA. I was thinking a lot about running RBA category, but I rushed learning RBA, and it only roughly saves a minute, and I'm still not consistent with it, so I decided not to. Also, RBA stands for Reverse Adventure. If we have enough time at the end, I'm gonna show you what RBA is and how to do it, because it's hilarious. Oh. I fall in the water, it's not good. That's kind of bad movement. This game is very movement heavy, actually. And so, we have our first 6 honeycombs. We actually have to collect the last 6 honeycombs too. Because even though they don't add health, they still add up to 100% because they're in the setup screen. I'm gonna take a shortcut here with another backflip. Backflipping in this game is actually very hard because of that. Very inconsistent high. Alright. What I did there is bottle skip. You have like a few pixels where you can walk. And then you can jump with enough momentum. Also that Spiral Mountain wasn't good. But it's fine, I guess. So we're gonna collect our first Jiggy here. Also we can cancel text with LR and B. Most people don't know it because the game never tells you can skip text. It's actually a thing that they changed in Conkers. In Conkers they told you after you watch the cutscene that you can skip it with L. So yeah, most of the time you see us skipping text. There's actually text boxes where we have to read, because you have like choices, and if you skip them you lose time. So yeah, I'm about to enter Mimi's Mountain, and I'm about to tell you what FFM is. For Banjo-Kazooie, you actually require to set up a second file. And in the second file, you gotta learn all the moves except for X, Feathers, and Gold Feathers. You don't learn them because Bottles gives you a huge boost, like 50 feathers, not 50, 25 feathers, 50 X, and 5 Gold Feathers. That's why you don't learn them. So it's actually a pain in the ass to set up this file, but it's also very satisfying because you save like 3 minutes, or even more. I'm not sure how much time it saves. And yeah, FFM is we die. What?
I believe it's 3 minutes, but I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, FFM was found by Linkus. I don't know which date it was. I think it was like 2016. He found it by accident by dying in a minigame in Furnace Fun. After that, he started like a new file and noticed that he talked to Bottles, but Bottles doesn't come out of Miss Mohill. And then he noticed he had a talent shot even though he didn't talk to him. And so yeah, FFM was found and it was actually a pretty huge time save. And it was actually a huge debate if we should allow it for Banjo-Kazooie, but we allowed it because we can. Also what I did there in Termite Tower was like slope abusement. Slope abusement is the game has a global timer for slopes, and when you jump off slopes and jump on them again, the slope timer resets, and so you can jump or walk on them for a little bit longer. Also this game is very movement heavy. All you see is like mediocre movements. The world record gets it obviously faster than me.
Very mediocre, I must say.
Yeah, it's pretty much not stiff movement. But it's still very satisfying to watch. And Mumus Mountain 100% is actually not that hard, like everybody can do it. It's still something like Wom's Fortress. It's easy, but there's a lot you can fuck up. Like missing collecting notes that waste some time, Conga here can waste some time, and Juju later. So to say, oh, my controller. To save some time, you normally shoot the second egg while he's throwing the orange. Oops. Little bit of a choke there. So yeah, you shoot him from there. Most people do it unaimed. I do it with aim because it's more consistent for me than without aiming. I'm actually very nervous. So yeah, that's like our 5th Jiggy. Our 4th. But are we about to get our 5th Jiggy. So yeah. Early game is pretty much not interesting except for TDC actually. Because it's pretty much just movement in the early game. But later it gets like really good. Like I think Gobi's Valley the run actually starts because you have there like Gobi Cliff, you do some camera manipulation and stuff like that. All right. So we need to sneak behind Mumbo. If we talk to him, it wastes like 4 seconds. Because we have to talk to him anyways, but if we talk to him now, it wastes more time. Because he has a different text box, and he says to you like you don't have enough tokens. So that's actually a problem. So we skip that by sneaking behind him. Juju is actually pretty hard in this game, as you saw there. Also pretty bad. My egg counter is kind of low. Alright. So we're almost done with Mumus Mountain now. There's a trick coming up, which is called Jiggy Jig Skip. After you collect the last Jiggy of a Jinjo, it suspends in air for a little bit, and if we collect it while it's in the air and jump in the water, and then jump again, we skip the Jiggy Jig dance. And that saves overall like 10 seconds. So let's see if I can get it. Also, by holding R, you can make swimming and flying easier. And I didn't get it. It's fine though. There's another Jiggy Jig Skip coming up. Actually 2. I can get one in Mad Monster Mansion and I can get one in Rusty Bucket Bay. But the Rusty Bucket Bay one differs. You will see soon. And just like that we finished our first world. So 800 notes left and 90 Jiggies. I did their slope abusement too. Normally you're supposed to go up there as the B, but with like both abusing the slope timer, we can get up there with a backflip and a precise ground pound. It's actually not that precise. There's actually a faster way of doing it, but I'm bad with it, so I don't go for it.
Why do you jump all the time? Is it faster movement?
Yes.
Or just...
If you jump as in talent shot, it's faster movement. If you wait like for Kazooie to slide, you half your speed every frame. So it's important to keep jumping, and it's faster to jump like you short hops on flat ground and long hops on slopes. But it's faster to walk down slopes and slide down slopes. So this game is really movement heavy, and you pretty much need to know where to put your camera, yeah, basically what to do. Also, we can open flankers and TPC. Normally, you have to backtrack. We pretty much limit backtracking to 0. If you play this game normally, you know there's like one place where you need backtracking, and that's like in FP and Gobi's Valley. Like you can't complete neither of them without the moves. Alright. This is TDC. TDC is actually a very cool world. Like we have 3 flying sections, but at the same time these flying sections are really hard. And as I said, we holding R every time we fly or dive. Gonna collect these notes and jump. Here it's pretty much just not getting stuck on some ledges. Well, that was okay. TDC is actually my most consistent world, so I'm gonna go for some stuff. I know I can do it. So yeah, here we learn flying, and like you see, we get like a boost in feathers, and I collect all 8 feathers there. So we enter talent shot there to set up normally a quick dive, but I failed it. If you enter the place, if you're stuck in the sliding animation, Banjo will pretty much do a quick dive down, because he's still stuck in the sliding animation, and while the sliding animation is playing, you pretty much fall through water. Blubber is RNG, and we got like bad RNG. If that happens, we say Blubber was in Africa. That's pretty much a BK meme. It wastes like 3 seconds. Because we don't have the cutscene overlap. So that's the first flying section. We pretty much count the flaps, use a feather, and land in the chest. We skip the Jiggy Jig dance. And we go up and beat bump there. And then we continue like normally. Second flying section is coming up soon. Also, we are skipping a lot of grunt switches. Although, kinda not. We're skipping like hitting FP grunty switch and Gobi's Valley grunty switch. Why you see later. Alright. That stairs was kinda bad. We pretty much position the camera like this so we can jump up there with talent shot. Also, I'm taking a hit of the crab here because we have later a death warp and we have to set up our health for that. We have a death warp to skip the last Jiggy Jig dance. We actually try to pretty much to skip every Jiggy Jig dance because it wastes like 10 seconds for every dance. That's the second flying section. It takes a lot of practice to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad anymore.
I guess I'll say thanks for the good luck mittens since Josh can see the chat.
Oh, thanks for good luck mittens. Also thanks for the good luck for everybody who said that in chat.
Yeah, there was like a couple people there.
I wasn't looking at chat. So we're gonna jump down from here. And now we actually do a quick dive. Again. Failed the first one, but got the second one. So now we do nippers skip or nipper quick kill. What we do is we backflip up there, to go into talent shot, go down there, and jump in there. Because we have a few invincibility frames. And then we're gonna pack him from the inside. That's how you kill him fast. It's not that hard actually, and everybody can do it. There's a lot of tricks that everybody can do, like the slow timer abusement I showed off. That's somewhat yeah, everybody can do that. Also, Windows likes to do updates, apparently. So I'm on 2 honeycombs. Most people are kind of like Monk S probably, but it's actually fine. There's like 2 ways of continuing this. There's a jump from the palm tree, but it actually saves like 0.5 seconds, something small. So I don't go for it. And I'm bad with this jump. It's kind of hard to collect these notes in Talent Shot. But I got the shots down. So we set up the camera there to pretty much poop the X into there without going down there. Because it's slow. Because there's like a shock jump pad, and then you have to use the shock jump pad to go move up there again. Also, this is the last. That's the last flying section we're gonna do. We're gonna collect these notes, this ginger, and we're gonna get this honeycomb. Then we beat.
Hopefully that picked up what I said.
I hope so too.
Because we keep talking over each other.
Thanks for the good luck. And then we're gonna get this Jiggy. And if we hit the crab there and the X at the same time, we're gonna skip some. We're gonna save some time. It's not that much though. Doesn't really matter. So I'm kind of scared now because I'm at 1 honeycomb. But it's fine. Alright. That's a pretty nice TDC so far. And now there's a death warp coming up. We're gonna die with a Jiggy in our hands. And skip the last Jiggy Jig dance, but we still get a Jiggy. And that's pretty much a puzzle we have to do. In any percent we skip this, obviously, because it's like a very slow puzzle. But with RBA you can actually fly into this castle and get this Jiggy, but sadly it's slower to do it like this. Also this game is mainly ran on 1.0 because the slope abusement glitch only works on 1.0. But you can run this game on 1.1 too. But mainly people use 1.1 for the Xbox version because the Xbox version is always 1.1. But you have an Xbox exclusive trick, which is called DDA. DDA stands for Demo Desync Adventure, and it allows you to start in Rusty Bucket Bay. So that's a pretty cool thing. Also, that's a sub 18 TDC, and that's not that bad. So, Plankers is coming up. Plankers is mainly cycle-based. I don't like cycle-based levels because I used to miss the cycle a lot. But I practiced this thing a little bit, so I hope it's gonna be fine. Also, we're gonna activate this Colvin for later. It's gonna be important because the devs somehow thought like putting the CCW puzzle here, because intentionally it was like CCW was an early level, and it was like Fungi Forest of DK64. But then they scratched that idea, put it in DK64 and made CCW. And CCW is a word where everybody gets anxiety who played this game as a kid. For obvious reasons. Same for RBD and Engine Room. So pretty much I have to have like good movement to catch my normal cycle. Missing one cycle wastes like 8 seconds. On pallet wastes like 10, I think. So yeah, it's important. You can walk under these guys, so you don't have to kill them. You're gonna collect this token and some gold feathers and feathers.
I don't know why this level reminds me of Frantic Factory from DK64. I guess just like the architecture.
Yeah. This used to be, by the way, my least favorite world. Also, I didn't get the note there, so I probably missed the cycle. Also didn't get the note there. Holy shit. Okay. This is the cycle. I'm gonna miss the cycle. So we're gonna have to pray for glue. It's pretty much that. Because it's pretty easy to drown now. And I don't really want to drown. That actually happened to me one time in a race, drowning in flankers.
How much time does drowning lose?
Around 1 minute. 1 or 2 minutes. In my race I lost like 2 minutes. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be scary. So that's a monk ass. Please don't drown, dude. Bloop is actually not RNG. Bloop actually pulls bubbles, makes bubbles like regularly. All right, I should be fine. I'm not sure how much time I lost because it looks like I lost more than one cycle. Alright, we're gonna get this ginger here. And I'm gonna surface. As soon as I'm out of this tunnel, I'm gonna surface just to not drown. Oh, actually we're fine with the air. Alright. Highlight-Films is new here. What can do? My egg counter is kinda low, so this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a huge problem. I never had that low of an egg counter. In the RBA route, it's actually important to look at your eggs and your feathers because yeah, pretty much needs to be perfect because you do like FP early and 450 skip. And these tricks waste like a lot of feathers. Get the hey guys in the chat. So pretty much not much to talk about. 22 is like the fastest possible time you can get here. And then sadly never got a 22, but I got a 21, so I guess that's okay too.
Apparently the only thing you can say in chat now is hey guys, so...
So now it's important to get the cycle again. First we're gonna get this bolt cycle, get up here, collect 3 notes, and get this Jiggy. There's a trick you can do, it's called bolt jump. It says overall 1 cycle, but I can't do it. I never got it in runs and I don't want to go for it. Plus it only saves like 8 seconds. So not really worth it. So that's what I'm gonna do. This word is pretty much just movement. There's like nothing cool about it. There's one trick I can do, it's called honeycomb backflip. But you waste one cycle if you miss it. Also you can miss the honeycomb like a bunch of times. So, not gonna go for it. Feels bad, man. Oh. Don't know why ground pounded there, but okay. So yeah. Collect these things at the sides, because why not? And then we get into clankers again. But I failed, I messed up. If you walk into this corner, you can actually fall into this thing while the bolt shoots up. But I missed it. I missed a lot of tricks. So we can, with movement we can avoid these saw blades. And actually in the next room, everybody remember this room. Remembers this room because you actually need like gold feathers casually to skip to move through there. But we don't use gold feathers because gold feathers are precious and we're gonna need them later. So what we gotta do is like we stay right and just move to the middle to collect the notes. It's literally just walking right. And you're not gonna get hit by the saw blades. It's actually the thing when people start saying it's cheating, because you're moving through these blades.
Kind of reminds me of Super Monkey Ball level, where you just hold up, and it looks so scary, yet nothing's gonna kill you.
I mean, if I didn't tell you that it's like just holding up and walking right, you would think I'm like a god, something like that.
Most likely, yes.
So we're gonna get this last ginger here. Skip the jiggy jig. We pretty much skip like all the ginger, almost all ginger jiggy jigs. Because this fucking dance is just annoying. So Flankers is actually coming to an end. Which I'm glad about because Flankers is like one of my least favorite worlds. The other one is like...
Wonder who would actually be sad about Flankers coming to an end. Sound like, oh no.
Actually a lot of people like Flankers. Because it's like movement based, so... I don't know, I just don't like the cycle thing. Pretty much it's just like, you do one mistake, one small mistake, and you lose like 8 seconds. So what I tried to do there is like a quick dive, but I got like a very bad one. So what you can do in this room is like you can do a jiggy overlap, but because I'm very short on X, I'm not gonna do it. I wanna go safe. Safe strats. We pretty much jump up there and land where the jiggy would spawn. But yeah, it's actually pretty hard. Like everything in this game. And that was pretty much an awful Clankers. So this the last one is kind of scary because you only have like 6 bubbles and you need to collect the last 7 notes, the last jiggy, and the last honeycomb. So it's kind of scary, and on Xbox you have to do it in a specific order, and it's pretty much like very tight. If you do one mistake on Xbox, you're gonna drown and lose like a minute. But the Xbox has the advantage that your notes stay collected, so it pretty much doesn't matter that much. So yeah, the mistake I did there would pretty much be cruel on Xbox. It should be fine for me. Yeah, it's fine. And now we get the last Diggy. Hey, Gogo.
Hello.
So yeah, that's a pretty awful Clankers time. But it's fine. So what we gotta do now is we gotta open BGS and FP with some movement tricks. And after BGS the run actually starts to get like interesting. BGS is just a very long world. And I need to add something, I'm playing like on a black and white CRT, so turtles will be kinda hard for me. But I have like there's this one website they made for BK with there's like a turtle thingy where you can click on the colors, and that actually helps me a lot. But pretty much it's a nightmare to speedrun this game on a black and white CRT.
Also, thanks for the good luck. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not gonna even try.
I actually don't know it too. But yeah, thanks for the good luck. I appreciate it. I need it. So yeah.
This level has amazing music. I love the Bubble Gloop song. Let's try that again. I love the Bubble Gloop Swamp song. There we go. Nailed it.
There's actually this a Mr. Vile song created by Diggus Khan, but I can't. I don't know the lyrics, so sadly I won't sing. Sorry, guys. I would do it though. So yeah. Here, if we would do RBA now, here would be pretty much the route with different, because we would go to FP and do FP early. Thanks for good luck, Gogo. So we're gonna jump into here. Yeah, pretty much have like 3 long jumps. We don't want to collect the still stride boots because it's very slow to get them. And here we gotta do slope abusement again. We just jump from side to side. So we land here and open FP. And that's actually a trick that everybody can do too. Because the slope abusement trick is only patched in Termite Tower. For some reason. Like Rare does stupid things. They also removed like the ability to skip tags on Xbox.
This Peak is good too.
Yeah, FP music is good. Overall this music is pretty good.
Yeah, because the Grunt Kirkhope. Any Grunt Kirkhope song is good pretty much.
So I got full health there just to go save. So at the beginning we can do like a skill shot. Stibbity Bobo is like only looking for a texture on the ground and then shoots his egg. And that's good like this. We skip this text. We actually have to hold C during the cutscene because else we exit talent shot and miss the leaf cycle. There's this leaf cycling around behind there for the egg, and we need this leaf, else we get take damage. And I missed it. It's okay though because I have a lot of health. So there's not much to this level. It's pretty much just movement. There's only one thing I can do, and it's like mana jumps, which are kind of precise, but also I think everybody can do. There's a lot of things you can do in this game, actually. It's just hard to get consistent with.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm gonna call you Gray. I don't know why.
Alright. So we're gonna do a bunch of stuff while this Jiggy timer is running. We're gonna shoot an Act and Croctus. We're gonna collect these notes and a Ginger and the Momo token. It's slow to backtrack. So I gotta jump during the cutscene. Save some time. And we have to be careful here.
Hello again.
You pretty much have to be
Wait,
careful
what?
here, because it's kind of hard and easy to fall off here.
Well, okay.
So we now we have to use our gold feathers, because it's the fastest way to kill those things. Else you would have to hit them like 3 times. All of them. Also my C button is for some reason not working. Also we tried to land on the Jiggy, I failed there, so we're gonna get it later as the crocodile. Because it wastes time if we collect it now as a banjo. So we can do mud hut jumps. If we go onto the highest part of the mud huts and jump from there and pack, we can get into onto the next thing. I'm glad I got that at least.
Yeah, hi. Well, we're both the swimmers.
Alright. So I got all the mud hut jumps. Pretty much I only saved like 3 seconds, all of them. Oh shit. We can't do like a cutscene overlap by shooting an egg in Croctus and ground pointing the switch at the same time, but there can also like a glitch happen. It's frame perfect that the next Croctus won't spawn, and the old Croctus is still there, so you have to shoot another egg into his mouth. So yeah, this game punishes you for frame perfect tricks pretty much. If you do...
Sounds like SM64.
Yeah, SM64 it's like the frame perfect wall kicks.
Yeah, the frame perfect wall jump, yeah.
And in this game it's actually everything frame perfect. Except for dog. If you jump like from a high surface onto a lower surface and do like a frame perfect jump, then you're still gonna take the fall damage, because the height doesn't reset. It's that fucked. So yeah, there's pretty much nothing more interesting about this level except for the mud hut jumps there. You can do there like a little soft lock strat. We call it soft lock because you can move while the camera is soft lock. But yeah, it's kind of risky and I don't know the inputs to get it. That's things I need to learn at some point, but not now because it's like only little time saves. So yeah, we're gonna get into Riptide now and do the turtle pattern thingy. In this world is pretty much it's if you want to get a good time, you need to get like a good turtle pattern RNG. If you get like a bad one, then your BGS will be bad too. That's the sad thing about it.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, they did a nice job with voice acting in this game. All these noises. Also, yeah, pretty much this game is overall it's like the most thing you will hear in this run. And so yeah, here's my handicap. Like I have to do this in black and white, but I'm marked off the turtles on the picture, so it's fine. Also, that first pattern was not that bad. The pattern is also kind of good. It's always good if the turtles are like near you and like not far apart from each other. So let's see if we can get like another good turtle. The pattern. It ended on pink, and it's not that good if it ends on pink. But overall, they were like pretty much near each other, so can't really complain about that other than it ended on pink. Yeah. So yeah, there's a honeycomb up there. Normally you try to go up this podest, and ground pound into the Jiggy, but it doesn't matter that much because it doesn't save that much time. And now, pretty much it's only Mr. Vile left. And getting this Jiggy as Crocodile. I have to remember that. So what we do in Maze is like we only collect the first boost because you're very slow with the boosts. We take a lot of health and then we get the damage boost to jump through this one. I agree. In 2E they actually changed that you can flutter out of Talent Drop. So when you switch from Kazooie to 2E, it's gonna be hard. Because I used to spam the A button a lot. And I can't do that in 2E. Like in 2E I actually have to time my A button. But overall 2E is a very cool game. It's a good sequel to this game. Not like Nuts and Bolts. So this is the 10 seconds Jiggy. Normally you get it like in Talent Shot. I'm gonna get it in with rolling and fluttering because it's safer. But I'm getting it on the way back in Talent Shot because now the camera is okay. This game likes to flip the camera around, and if it flips the camera around, it's just confusing. You're gonna see later in BGS how much it likes to turn the camera around. So we wake up Mumbo here. He has a slower text here. He's just talking about yeah, you have like enough Mumbo tokens. So we're gonna jump up here in Talent Shot. And transform. You have like, I don't know how big the chances to get Wishy-Washy and T-Rex, but I think it's basically like 33%, no, something like 30%. Also yeah, I'm on one honeycomb. I'm pretty much confident that I won't lose to Mr. Vile. And if I do, I have to run. Like, not even joking, I have to run. Okay. But yeah, you can get washing machine and it wastes like a lot of time because Momo's like, oh, sorry, was the wrong transformation. And he's teasing you with the T-Rex. He's gonna say the T-Rex is in the next game, and in the next game the T-Rex is kinda useless. So we're gonna get all these nodes and items during Mr. Vile. Because the timer is always the same and it's not a time waste. It's a time waste if we got it like beforehand. But at the same time it makes this fight kind of scary. But if you know what you do, you pretty much guaranteed to win against Mr. Vile. So you always go for the Yamblies or Grumblies he's aiming for. And if you do that, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. You can also steal the things by jumping. So yeah, it's an easy win if you know what you do, and if you keep him on screen. So yeah, that's the first round. Second round is pretty much a free win if you don't fuck up. Also, RNG is a big factor here, because sometimes you keep eating as the crocodile, and sometimes there's like a Grumbly spawning in front of your face, and then you could eat it, and then you make an animation. But it can also work into your favor that it spawns like in direct, a good thing spawns directly in your mouth. So yeah. If we would run no FFM, we pretty much have to do this without speed shoes. And without speed shoes, it's really hard. Like I did this without speed shoes as a kid. I always made this game harder than it needed to be. Like I knew I can get the speed shoes to do this, but I never wanted to get them. Also, I'm not gonna lose this. I said it's a free win, and it's a free win. Okay. it was kind of scary because he takes 2 honeycombs of you. If he bites you. So yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Also, if you eat like wrong things, the game doesn't care. But if you eat the wrong things, the game clearly does care. So that's kind of unfair.
Hexa wants to know how the run's going right now.
The run is pretty well, considering the mistakes I did. The BTS I got here is fine, I guess. It's certainly not a run I would have continued. I would have reset it. Although I pretty much can't PB still with this, I guess. Because I pretty much, I drowned once in Clankers and pretty much almost tied my PB. And remember, it's like a 1 to 2 minute time loss. And also my I'm not that nervous anymore because BGS is over. And BGS is like a pretty common choke point for me. So I'm glad it's finally over. So we gotta get this Jiggy. And the last Jiggy we get is like a Jinjo Jiggy. Just because, just so we can skip the Jiggy Jig dance. And yeah, this is the point where the camera likes to flip a lot. Like, not even joking, it flips a lot. And I hate that. Also, token route is pretty much on point. I'm only allowed to miss like 2 to 3 tokens, but there's also a lot of backups I can get. There's a glitch that can happen if the fly flies into this wall, can raise up infinitely, and gladly we didn't get it. So, oh no, we died. Oh shit. Not finished now. I'm used to splitting. So next is coming up Gobi's Valley, and that's actually the point where it gets interesting in the run. Because now, we gotta do some good shit. Also, and Mad Monster Mansion is coming up, and I hate Mad Monster Mansion. After Gobi's Valley. I'm not sure why I hate it that much, but I used to lose a lot of runs there. In Church, because Church is a pretty common choke point. Because it pretty much likes to eat your inputs. But I will take it safe. Just for this marathon. I don't want to die. So yeah. That was pretty much good movement. I'm glad I got it down because I used to fail this Jiggy a lot, grabbing this Jiggy. Normally you're supposed to get this Jiggy through jumping through the thingy. Vase, I guess. But you can get it with a precise jump. So now we gotta get shock jump pad. You gotta ask yourself why now, probably. And it's actually to get another Jiggy. It's actually free. All we have to do is like exit talent shot, use the jump pad, go there and roll. And that's pretty much it. We get the Jiggy every time. Because the hitbox is really big for Jiggies. Node hitboxes are not that big. I wish node hitboxes would be bigger. That would make everybody's life much more easier, but it's like actually 2D sprites and they don't have like proper hitboxes. That's where 2 is actually better because the nodes are like a nest. But 2 is pretty much like more like an adventure game than a platformer, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much everything we do. And now we enter Gobi's Valley. So in Gobi's Valley we have like these rings. And normally you're supposed to collect these rings with the flight pad, like flying through the rings. And we pretty much don't do that. There's always like a workaround we can do. depending on where the rings spawn. Sometimes we can just jump through them, and sometimes we have to move the camera away from this spawning point, because if they're not on cam, they won't spawn. And as soon as they're on cam, they will spawn, and then we can jump on them. So we can start by collecting this Jinjo. So that's like the first example of skipping like flying through the rings. If we get a speed juice, we can move. We can walk up this hill and then jump on this nose and jump through the ring. And that's actually really good RNG because I won't go for Gobi Clip. I was thinking about going for it, but that's pretty much a really good RNG I got there. Gobi Clip saves around 40 seconds or so. It's also dependent on which try you get it. So runners used to lose a lot of runs because of Gobi Clip. Till we found like a new setup. We can do it in Talent Shot now. And you can also walk through the Sphinx statue, but it's like really precise.
Who found Gobi Clip?
I think it was Chronic Keys, but I'm not sure. The new Gobi Clip was actually found by Haganator. It was like 2 months ago, something like that. So yeah, we open the Gobi by shooting some eggs through his nose. So yeah, we go for another ring because it's a free ring. Now we enter Sphinxy. I'm not sure why it's called Gobi Clip, because you're pretty much clipping through Sphinxy and not Gobi. I guess it's a Gobi Sphinx. So yeah, that part is pretty much movement. What we can do is, to save a little bit of time, is like shooting eggs, 3 eggs, from here. And then it's gonna land in there, and then we're gonna do the last jump. And what we can do now is like, we can use a gold feather and just walk off. That's pretty much a safe way to get down there, and it's pretty fast too. It saves like 0.5 seconds about fluttering down there, or using like ground pound usement. In this game, if you ground pound, you're pretty much invincible for a few till you land. So we're gonna move the camera all way in just to get this ring. We prevent it from spawning, and as soon as we've seen it, we can jump on it. So now we have 3 rings, 2 to go. And if I would have had like good ring RNG, I could have jumped through another ring. The more rings you can skip, the better it is. Actually. But yeah. Now it's a bunch of movement and a mini game. Like we have to do the memory, and we pretty much just remember the memory because it's always the same. There's like not a lot of RNG in this game, except for Furnace Fun, Blubber, and Turtles. What I should mention is like for later, we have like a Furnace Fun calculator for the Grunty questions, because Grunty's questions are like always random. So we, Mittens made, there was some, Mittens made a new, made a calculator for it, because you can pretty much tell what pattern you have with enough answers, and that's why we get like 6 answers. Most of the time the pattern gets solved, but sometimes it's like 3 patterns remaining. Worst call is like something like 21 patterns remaining. And that's actually kind of bad, because if we get like a Grunty question on the death square and fail it, then the run is pretty much dead. So what we gotta do now, we have like flying sections here too. So first we're gonna shoot a bunch of eggs into these things, they need like 3 eggs, and it's pretty much precise to hit those egg shots. I'm still not consistent with those, but I got it fairly fast. In general, you try to waste as little eggs as possible. Same for feathers. Till Grunty, because at Grunty you can get like a refill, even though it wastes time. So we gotta do Grabber now. Normally you're supposed to do Grabber with Speed Shoes, but we can actually do him while flying. Oh fuck. I fucked it up. I was too close to him. So I have to get to another flight path. It's kinda unfortunate. But yeah, the trick to it is like, you can aim with a Banjo spell. Now we go to Ruby. Also, I'm kinda surprised that worked. And now the Speed Shoe theme song is played in the background because the game assumes you're gonna get it in Speed Shoes. But we tricked the game and didn't get it in Speed Shoes. So here we're gonna have to poop like 3x. You can get those egg shots pretty fast if you're good and don't suck at the game. Alright. And now we're gonna just stand here and do a backflip. You have to be precise, like careful here because you can get fall damage. Although I don't know what that was. Alright. So we gotta move through our last ring here. Just move down here the line and jump. That's pretty much it. It's actually a thing everybody can do. It doesn't really even require that much practice. So that's like a little time save in a run. So I'm not that comfortable with my egg counter right now, but I guess it's fine. Because we don't need that much eggs anymore. And we get a bunch and we click like wood. Also, I don't know why I didn't land there. Alright. So we the speed bump is kind of precise. If you hit a certain spot, you stay in flight and can collect a Jiggy. And can skip it, you can skip a Jiggy Jig skip. That's actually what I did here. And there's a clip you can do here, it's called Water Pyramid Clip, but it's really precise. It's probably the most precise clip in the game, but you can get it consistent with a setup. There's a setup for it, with counting flaps, and it pretty much works always, from what I've heard. But still, the clip only saves like 20 seconds, and if you fail it, you pretty much lose like 40 or something like that. So it's not really worth it. It's actually an important thing in speedrunning to always cut your losses down. Like if you know you're not good with a trick, just don't go for it. Even though it's kind of entertaining.
Which part about the trick? The failing the trick or actually getting the trick?
For me, it's hard to get a trick. For other ones, it's probably hard getting the trick.
No, the question was which one is more entertaining.
Oh, okay. It's probably failing the trick because Banjo does like this silly animation when he beat bombs and crash lands. Every time he collects a Jiggy, he's like good hot too. So there's a bunch of stupid Banjo FFC emotes that are pretty fun. People actually joke about dog skip too. There's a skip for Dog Grunty. You do that at any percent, and it's frame perfect. And there's like they took Oh My Dog, like the Twitch emote, and made it green and put a grunty hat on it. It's hilarious. And its name is like Oh My Dog, but the D and G is capitalized. Also, Mittens thinks Dog Clip is more consistent than Gobi Clip. Gobi Dog Skip is like a frame perfect trick. Like you have to walk in a certain direction and you have to jump frame perfectly. Kinda hard to hit the frame. So we're almost done with Gobi's Valley now. We're just gonna collect the rest of the notes now and the rest of the jiggies. And the last honeycomb. So it's pretty much a common point to choke. Like Gobi's Valley is a very hard world at the beginning. I used to die a lot here. I used to die a lot in RBD too, but that was like an engine room and that's like understandable, because engine room is still hard. Animal abusement, by the way. Also, he's not wearing a wig, he's actually wearing a hat. I don't see the hat. If someone sees the hat, please tell me. I don't see it.
I don't see it.
It's like pretty much what triggers Banjo runners in the Furnace Find quiz, because most say it's like a leafy wig. And then the game is like, no, it's a hat. And you're like, what the fuck? Where's the fucking hat? So yeah, we got a big bump in here. Got the honeycomb.
Yeah, I guess that is true. It's not really animal abuse if the abuser is also an animal, so it's just... It's like humans being mean to other humans. It's not human abuse.
So it's bullying.
Yeah!
And here's the death orb coming up. Because it's faster pretty much to die in the world than just walking back to the warpath. Except for Moomba's Mountain, because Moomba's Mountain is a really small world. That was not a bad Gobi's, considering I failed it.
Don't
Yeah.
You did it again! What is wrong?
I used to split, okay. So now we're gonna get the token behind there.
Also, oh my god, stream delay is like 5 seconds, that's great. Low latency is awesome! Gotta love it.
That's what you get for not running the splits. So our next word was Mad Monster Mansion. FP is actually pretty late in the run for a certain reason. We collect like Mad Monster Mansion layer Jiggy and FP layer Jiggy at the same time. It saves time than just doing FP earlier. Check coming with the facts.
Yeah.
So there's a small trick we can do. I'm gonna try going for it because you only lose like one honeycomb with it. There's this one piranha fish there, and if you jump high enough and get hit at the same time, you can jump on a higher slope and skip like it takes like 3 seconds. So we're gonna get his attention. It's usually pretty easy. Yeah. And I got it. That's like 3 seconds of time saved. A lot of runners don't like it when people go for it because it's actually like only 3 seconds and you get like flower health, but yeah, I don't know, it's worth going for it in my opinion. Because if you fail, you can just go the normal way. And you can do we do a lot of quick dives in this game. Again, it works because of the animation. While Banjo exits the Talon Trot animation, he just falls through water. And actually, if he has enough speed, he can walk underwater. That's hilarious too. A runner got it by accident. I can't remember which runner it was, but 8-Bit got it like in Tui. He fall off in Witchy World with the one water pool thingy. He fell off there with big speed and landed underwater. And then he could swim underwater. Also, you have to be careful with that jump, because if you do a frame perfect jump, you're gonna get fall damage. Again, the game is very, very, very serious with frame perfect jumps.
It really hates them.
Just don't do it. And on a CRT, you're most likely to get a frame perfect jump. You gotta use it in tasks, because in tasks you gotta damage down with those, but yeah. If you get it by accident, it's always hilarious to watch. To see Runner's reaction. So Mad Mod Dimension is pretty much only like movement. It's a lot of movement. And Tumblr. And we gotta shoot those there like 2 to 3x just to open the thing, because it's faster. So I hate those collecting those 4 nodes. It's so hard, but I got it like perfect. Good start. So normally you try to enter there in talent shot, but I didn't get it, so I have to roll and flutter again. Also, this run doesn't have that much pauses. The next pause is like an FP, like around 20 seconds. And then the next pause is in CCW feeding Ari. So it's pretty much non-stop what you're doing here. Also, don't wake Nepper up. There's this trick called Nepper Skip, where you can teleport the door. I wish I could show it off, but sadly I can't. I never caught the glitch, but yeah, you can teleport things in this game. I can show you, I can show off how to teleport the Mumbo token in the roof, if I don't get the Mumbo token normal. It's actually hilarious. So yeah, just collecting a bunch of nodes. Because this area has a lot of nodes. Or I would say the house. And we finish it up later as the pumpkin. Also, we would save a lot of time if we could enter MMM early, because you saw that swim. Oh, I accidentally got the token. Also, you try to be careful here, because if you wake him up, you have to exit the house and go to the top again, and it wastes like 45 seconds. It's just a really big time waste. This game is very serious about minor mistakes, because you just lose a lot. So we're done with the house for now. So there's a little trick coming up, it's called Honey Hive Jump. If we time our jump, we can use the Honey Hive as a little platform boost to get onto these bushes, I guess. And then you can jump from these bushes to the church area. Because it's a really long way if you do it normally. So yeah. I personally wait for a certain part of the animation, and then I just jump up there. Also, I don't get it at the moment. Okay, I got it. That's bad. I still got it, I guess. So yeah, these pods actually have a really good hitbox. It's like impressive. Like pretty much everything in this game has like kind of a really bad hitbox, but these pods actually have a really precise one. Nobody knows why. I guess they just love the pods. It's like an Ocarina of Time, the Rudo Switch. For those who don't know, the Rudo Switch is like, it checks for basically every item. You need to Ruto above your head to press the switch. It's hilarious. So yeah, we're gonna get this Momo token, and we fine with Momo tokens. So this is Tumblr, a lot of runners die here, so I have to be careful because I only have like 3 honeycombs. So I have to do it like the slow way. Sadly. Not gonna go fast. Shit. No, I'm kind of worried. Imagine dying to Tumblr in 2K18. And the game actually takes these kind of mini-games very serious. Like, you have to spell Banjo-Kazooie so often in this game.
Where do you have to spell it? Like which place?
Here in Tumblr, Sandcastle. Okay, those are the only places. But yeah, takes it very serious. 2 times is too much.
It should have made you type Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie.
Tooie is like much more worse with the mini games. It's like only RGB mini games. It's like hit the red thing, get 1 point. Hit the green thing, get 2 points. Hit the blue thing, get 3 points. That's pretty much the only thing I dislike about 100% because you do all these mini games. Okay, I didn't get it. Spelling that must hurt. Yeah, as a kid I used to just look at the cartridge. So I tried to do the Jiggy Jig skip, but I couldn't got it. It's like very precise. You have to count to 3, and then you have to jump. It's pretty much the only setup. It's like counting to 3 and jump to left. To the left.
Oh, so yes, Pocket. Spelling the word that very much hurt.
Yeah, like I said, as a kid I just used to look at a cartridge and didn't like that. It's hard to spell Banjo-Kazooie.
It's also very hard to spell that. Because words.
Alright, I'm gonna kill.
Well, according to Pocket, apparently.
I'm kinda low with gold feathers, but it's actually fine. I need only 1. I'm gonna use ground pound abusement to fall down the church later. But I have to be precise, because if the ghost hits me, I still get all of fall damage. So I'm pretty much doing it later on the right side. And now there's a piano. Most people think it's RNG, but actually it's not. We have a pattern for that and resources. And we just play it. And I pretty much know it out of my head, but I still have the pattern here just to make sure I don't forget it. Because basically I'm really tired.
Apparently desktop audio is very quiet, so I guess I'm really quiet. Or maybe that's just me being quiet, I don't know.
On my side you're fine, I guess.
But maybe on stream, just the audio is quiet. I'm not listening to the stream, so I wouldn't know.
So yeah, we got it.
Don't split!
No, I didn't split. I didn't split. I don't even have a split there. It's clear.
Then why did you press? What did you press?
I guess I can turn it up a little bit.
You should when I stream, I have desktop audio like at 50 decibels. What? What just happened?
Memes. You're not supposed to be up there.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
Okay, just forget what you saw there. Oh my god. Okay.
That never happened, guys.
We're gonna get the last honeycomb here, and like I said, I'm gonna use ground pound abusement. And fuck up those skeleton. Because we don't get fall damage if we do that. And I'm gonna kill these guys.
Why'd you kill the skeleton, man? He was already dead. Why'd you have to kill him more?
Because he wasn't.
There was nothing even in it.
I didn't even plan on killing him. He just walked into me. that's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's great.
So what we do is like we gotta poop the egg here, and we gotta collect the Jiggy later as a pumpkin. It's not that much faster because we used to grab it in the RBA with the speed juice.
How many Jiggies are in the game?
100.
That's what I thought.
And 900 nodes, and any percent is pretty much collecting 810 nodes.
So basically not that much different.
No. But it's still, because we have dog skip, we can skip a lot of Jiggies. It's sad that we still have to go to every world, but it's cool that we have like dog skip to skip some Jiggies. So yeah, we still didn't get a washi, so that's pretty good so far.
I've been here for an hour 15 watching a game I've never really seen a run of before.
I mean, did you like it? Did you like it so far?
Yeah, it's interesting. Even though I'm still tired, it's still interesting.
I actually got washing machine every time in Click Like Wood when I was on PB pace, and the washing machine actually every time destroyed my PB pace. So, damn you, washing machine. T-Rex wastes a little bit more time, I think, but I'm not sure. Because Momo's text is pretty much different. So yeah, we're gonna go into logo. Also, I did get the pot Jiggy as pumpkin, right? Yeah, I got it. It's actually a thing I forget a lot. I'm not sure why. Actually, because I never ran no RB. No FFM. I planned on learning no FFM first, but then people were like, come on dude, just set up a fucking FFM file. It's like the hardest thing, setting up an FFM file, because you pretty much have two options, and either, three options. Either you collect, you do a scuffed TDC jump, you do a bunch of rolls and slope abusement to climb up the TDC island. And then you at Lighthouse you can get more Jiggies and more nodes. Or you do Gobi Clip. Gobi Clip on Pilot is actually free. On NTC it's kind of hard. Or you're gonna collect enough Jiggies to open Click Like Wood and collect there some nodes. You need like 765 nodes for your FFM file. So yeah, that's the last we're gonna do. Gonna collect the last nodes, the last Jiggy, the last Mumbo token,
and then die.
Like always, because dying is faster. Don't split.
Wow, we're dead now. Cool.
All right. So this house, we go in there with the switch to erase the water. This house is so well programmed because it only checks for the pumpkin. If you any other transformation of Banjo, the loading zone is just not there. You need to be the pumpkin.
Quality game design.
Yeah.
Stream respect.
I mean, it's animal suiciding and fruits and vegetables, I guess.
Animal suicide.
No.
No.
So we're gonna hit the switch, and as soon as we see Banjo again, we're gonna reset. If we reset too early, we pretty much need to transform to the pumpkin again. It's a very depressive bear, okay? His sister is gone, okay? It's understandable. Alright, FP.
Wait. Why did the game reset?
We reset there because it's faster, and we have to do a little bit of backtracking.
Oh, okay. It's pretty funny. Watch you do it again.
And also, it may seem like random that I say like file free, but file free is like the fastest option actually on N64 because it creates less lag. All the other files create some lag while starting them. File free is the fastest for that. On Xbox it doesn't matter. You can use like every kind of file.
I sometimes do it as well. Everyone does it when like you're used
Yeah.
to splitting at a certain part.
There are also people who use like file 1 just to spam A. But I'm not sure if file 1 is the slowest option. So yeah, we're gonna use the cauldron. We activated it later, earlier. So we just gotta jump into there and do FP now. FP is a pretty interesting world. I guess so. It's more interesting than BGS. But still like, not like one of my favorite worlds. My favorite worlds I actually like CCW, TBC, and RBB. Because they show off a bunch of cool tricks. Also, if this time is gonna be below my estimate, I'm gonna show you some glitches I'm not doing in this round with my EverDrive. So I hope you will like it. Because we basically have...
Like reverse bird adventure.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Totally stole RBA for OT, definitely.
Yeah, it's stolen from RBA. From OT, obviously. That's actually a pretty common question. When people hear RBA and they know OT, they're like, oh, did they steal it from Ocarina of Time? But actually it means reverse speed adventure. It's a coincidence. But yeah, RBA and Ocarina of Time was earlier found. Also, that's the pause we're gonna have right now. The next pause is in CCW.
I'm waiting! Ah, it's great.
So it's actually nice that you have this little pause. You start to appreciate it the more you run this game.
Yeah, I get to stretch. It's great.
Yeah, it was called RBA because it's a reverse speed adventure.
Yeah. Isn't there like something that was cut out of the game, like a stop and swap thing? Or whatever?
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. We don't collect the stop and swap things for 100% because you can collect them only once on the cartridge. So if we basically would say you need stop and swap things for 100%, we basically either have to buy a Game Shark to reset the things, or we have to buy like a new badger card every time you want to run 100%. And that's ridiculous. It's like not even useful stuff. So we just don't bother collecting it.
Alright.
So this world has a bunch of flying sections again. You can get this ginger by packing. And now we're gonna fly through the ring. Or I guess through star. Technically it's a ring. It has a ring hitbox. I think. So yeah. And now we're gonna hit the snowman's buttons. And then we're gonna see the best, the greatest father, 2K18.
Yep. This level has the best music in the game, just saying right now.
Yeah, the best characters.
Gobi Valley's a close second though.
So, gonna collect this Jiggy and fly to skip the Jiggy Jig dance. And then we go onto the slat and help Boggy. I am the real deal. So that's Boggy, the best father. Like he doesn't even bother running to his kids. He just wants to do some races too. It's just like, yes! I'm gonna be the champion! Fuck the kids.
And then he loses. Sucks.
So yeah, Banjo has to play like the good uncle. Like he's a very good uncle and he gets some presents for the kids. So what we do, we gotta collect this Jiggy, collect all the notes, collect the present, and we'll go out of here. Also if you're low on something you can collect the stuff here. It's a good refill point. Also I love FP music, it's probably the best. FP beta music is actually really good. Also that termite hit me. It wasn't that bad, because it prevented me from grabbing the pole.
See, I told you FP music was the best in the game.
So, actually, no, these speed bumps are like the most hated thing in speedrunning this game. I actually hate this too, because it took me so long to get consistent with these speed bumps. It's pretty hard, but you get used to it. So, if you're good, you can take like the recoil height and beat bump again. But yeah, I'm gonna go safe. And now we do a big bump into Mumbo's hat, so it wasn't that bad. It was alright. Alright, that was good. So we're gonna wake Mumbo up because now we do a little trick to save a little bit of time. Normally you're not supposed to transform into talent drop. What we do is like collect all these notes, go on the switch and press B. I think you have a few frames to press B and get transformed into in talent drop, and it saves like a little bit of time. But you have to wake Mumbo up. So yeah, what we do as a walrus is like we get the walrus jiggy from the racist walrus, because the racist walrus is like he hates bears and birds, apparently, for some reason.
Just specifically bears and birds, no other animals.
Yeah,
he only bullies bears and birds.
It's only the bears and birds. And he...
So, now that's bullying, isn't that right, Jack? We bullied once, now we get bullied. We kind of deserve it.
Yeah. And it's actually a he. Everybody thinks it's a she, I think, and it's actually a he.
This kind of seems like the Koopa the Click race in SM64.
It's actually not. Rubber bonding in this game is like really weird. If you're like too far ahead, he's gonna speed so fast up, he's like on nitro.
So basically, it's ultra rubber banding?
Yeah. You have to be really good with this race. Also, you have to be quick by collecting these collectibles, because if he's like 3 golds ahead, then you pretty much lose. Yeah, he's like faster.
Why didn't you? Oh, you're getting notes. So.
Yeah, we're getting those notes because it's faster to get them in a race. Also, getting this note is faster. Also, there's a
Rubber banding is not ultra. Then what is it?
So we're gonna collect 3 notes and the Momo token.
Sorry if you heard that. There's a dog that doesn't really like the house that much. And...
So there's this meme with Twitch chats. As soon as you do like a ZZ peak, the chat usually spams like crazy why. Also, there's this meme about all Banjo runners being gay. I'm not sure who started with the meme, but yeah, there's a lot of people believing that every Banjo runner is gay.
Okay, good. There's a dog barking really fucking loud, and it's really annoying.
I didn't hear it.
So glad you guys didn't get to hear that.
Alright. So we only need to collect 1 present, and then we have everything. And there's actually not much left to this world. It's like only 4 to 5 minutes now. We only climb up the snowman now, and we're gonna give the presents to the kids. Also, it's important with which transformations you jump. For the pumpkin, it's faster to jump. I think I didn't do that because I always forget that. Because there were like a lot of people who were not sure about that. But yeah, 8-bit beats that jumping as the pumpkin is faster. Just like a talent shot with all these short jumps. So I think a lot of people who played this game are now wondering how we're gonna get the honeycomb in Wasser's Cave. And I'm gonna say...
I'm not wondering that.
You're not wondering that?
Because I haven't played this game, so I'm not wondering it.
I said who played this game.
I know!
So yeah.
Since I haven't played the game.
I'm just saying, stay tuned for that, because it's actually a really cool trick. And it saves so much time. On Hando Xbox, there was recently a route change when you get it there actually as the B. You do the second boggy race as the B on Xbox route. So everybody who didn't check out the Xbox route yet, I suggest watching 8-bit B's world record, because he actually does the second boggy race as a B. And it's so precise and hard. But it's also very entertaining. And the new route, first people thought like it will be faster, and then everybody was scared. Oh no, we're gonna have to switch to Xbox. And then we had timed it, and we actually lose like 3 minutes to this N64 route because we don't have the ability to skip text. So we save like 3 minutes just by skipping text. Just think about that. Such a huge number.
Well, so unfortunately I have to leave in like 20 minutes, which sucks, so... Rip. This run just got interesting, dude.
So yeah, Uncle Banjo saved the day and gave the kids its presents. And they paid us.
Uncle Banjo over here.
And they paid us actually with Daddy's gold, so don't tell him.
1 Jiggy. Legit.
Huggy was probably like, here, take that Jiggy, buy something cool.
Buy something with the Jiggy. Can you actually buy stuff from Jiggies or no?
Something not.
Okay.
Not even in Nuts and Bolts. In Nuts and Bolts you can buy something with notes. Nuts and Bolts is pretty much hated under the Banjo community. If it weren't for the Banjo-Kazooie stuff, I think everybody would kinda like it. But because it says Banjo-Kazooie on it, and it's not a Banjo-Kazooie, everybody hates it. Also, people were triggered because Ray was like making big announcements for Banjo, and then it's like only a statue for the anniversary. So that's kind of sad. So that's an example for not skipping text. We have to read the text because it has a choice question. If we skip it, we're gonna lose time.
FFM is this trick at the beginning of the run that you set up before the run starts, and it helps with furnace fun, I think?
Yeah, it's called Furnace Fun moves. Oh no, I failed the race because
yeah, I can see that. What is wrong?
I'm still on black and white TV and I have a very small contrast between the flags. So that's kind of bad. Yeah, FFM is Furnace Fun moves. We're gonna die in a minigame. If we die in a minigame, we pass a flag to lose all our moves. Because in a minigame we get set all the moves we have learned. And we learn like all we have to set up like a special file for FFM where we don't learn X feathers and gold feathers because Waddles gives you like 25 feathers, 50 X, and 5 gold feathers. And if we die in a minigame, we pass a flag to lose our moves. And so if we start a new game and enter Moonless Mountain, or like even exiting Run to Slayer and entering Run to Slayer again, we gonna get all the moves. Like Challenge Shot, Peak Bombing, even though we didn't learn Flying, stuff like that. And it takes overall 3 minutes in a run. But we have to do like a 4-minute setup, so it's kind of bad. Also, it's kind of bad that I lost against Foggy. Because it weighs, depending where you lose it, it weighs like either a minute or like something like 20 seconds. And FFM was actually found by Linkers, like 2 years ago. The Link is who's the record holder in Wind Waker. So, remember the question? What we do is like we do a quick dive. Every time we get damaged by ice water or acid in RBB, we gotta do a quick dive. So we use that to get into this hole, and then we get a bunch of damage. Because we gotta do a death warp.
Josh, don't split.
Thanks for reminding me. Alright. And that was FB. So now it's actually a very, very hard thing coming up. Remember when I said we're gonna collect a Mad Monster Mansion Jiggy and FP Jiggy at the same time? That's like really hard, it's precise. If we fail it, we're gonna lose like 40 seconds. So let's not fail it.
Why is there shoes with no person inside? Games, okay.
Mini games.
And why are you wearing the floating shoes?
Because else we can't get to the flight path.
Oh, okay.
So if I would have landed there, it would have been worse. I guess it's all right. All right.
Oh my god!
I got the jiggy. I got the jiggy. It's fine.
Please, actually get the jiggy. Thank you.
It would have been much worse. I lost like, I don't know, 10 seconds because of that. But better than like 40 seconds. So you wonder how we get the jiggy here? Actually like this. Banjo sneezed a little, but he got a jiggy. Later when I'm gonna show you later I'm gonna show you how you do it in RBA. Because in RBA we collect all the layer jiggies as to be. So now everybody's favorite world is coming up. Or I guess his favorite world with his favorite room. The engine room. It's pretty much bad. Everybody hates it. But I like RBB after engine room. It gets really cool. For engine room it's just kind of shitty. So yeah, we're gonna press a jiggy and we have like a few seconds to do a jump. But it doesn't save that much time, it just looks cool.
What level is this? It looks extremely...
And if you wonder why I always flutter, it's like, it's important to hold A and then flutter if you're like surface on water. It's like the fastest way to move. So yeah.
Josh, what level is this?
What?
What level is this? Oh, Rusty Bucket Bay.
Okay. Yeah, it's called Rusty Bucket Bay.
That's what I thought it was called. I was just making sure.
Every other language actually never translated these level names. SM64 they actually did, but in this game it didn't bother. Except for Japanese. If you wonder why we don't run Japanese, there are like two reasons. First, it's 1.1, so we can't do slope abusement. And reason number two is like, we have to do furnace fun, and nobody likes to do furnace fun with a language he doesn't understand. It's gotta be hard. It's gonna be like, oh, that looks like it could work.
Yeah, SM64 has some weird translations from Japanese to English. Like, Lethal Lava Land was like Hot Bubble Land or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, there's actually a gold feather.
And Dire Dire Docks was just Waterland.
In my opinion, this room is kinda as bad as the engine room. Because no matter how hard you practice it, you keep failing it. Except it's for me like this. So we gotta enter engine room now. We can die here, it's not a problem. I still rather don't die. So...
Oh, this room, I know what this is.
It's everybody's favorite room. So you...
Yeah, I've seen this before.
I know...
You can skip... You can like just jump through something, I know.
Yeah, basically. I know what you're wondering now. Shit. I died. It's fine.
Good job.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I should have gone for it. I should have gone for it. You can jump from the pipe, but yeah, sometimes you don't get to jump. Yeah, it's fine. We can die.
This is a quality speedrun right now. Haven't died once, guys. This is totally not a marathon for suicide prevention or anything.
It's the first time we died.
Yep, well, the first time, telling you guys right now, haven't died any time before. I don't know what you're remembering, we never died, except for that one time, and you should forget that one too.
It's not that bad actually, because it only moves like 40 seconds or so.
Oh, it looks pretty bad, it looks like it's wasting about 2 minutes.
Nah, it's not that bad, it's like 40 seconds or so. Still, oh my god, that was sketchy.
This dog just won't shut up.
So what I'm actually gonna do is like waiting for it. I should have done it in the first place. There's this meme in Tui. In Tui you have to do that kind of jump with a pipe, and it's called welder skip.
Oh my god, you almost fell off again.
The trick is called welder skip, and yeah, you have to do that with slope abusement coupled. So yeah, don't run 100%. So that's how we do engine room. We clip for the fans. Basically, we're gonna set up a perfect camera. If it's straight, we're never gonna die. Like, it's pretty rare to die.
I would make a rare joke, but we kind of made it yourself.
So yeah, and the second fan doesn't matter that much. The first fan is really precise.
Also, yeah, you can just go right through this wall.
Yeah.
It's pretty dumb.
You know, everybody talks about bad about BK, about going through walls, but in Banjo.
And boom, we're in. Wow, it's great. Do you know why that works? Or,
It's because of the lag. Like Banjo speeds a little bit up when it lags, and collecting the life actually makes it more laggy. So it's.
So on the Xbox version, that doesn't work.
It works. It works.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, the lag makes it easier. And Xbox is like a little bit harder. But apparently, Gobi Clip is free on Xbox. That's what I've been told.
Okay.
Yeah. So we gotta get this Jiggy, swim out of the fans. Everybody who doesn't know, it's pretty much an insta-kill if you're in it. And we have barely enough air to get up, get over here. So everybody who thought I would die, shame on you. It was planned. And that's why it's cool. I'm glad I got it down consistent, because if I would have drowned there, I don't know, I would be like a douchebag. So there's a there's a trick called boombox skip where you have to shoot like 3 eggs, and if you touch boombox and the Jiggy on the same frame, you skip the Jiggy skip, but it's very hard to get because it's frame perfect. Also, we need to get the grunty switch, so we're gonna do that. Easy. And from up to here, we're gonna go to boombox. There's a clip. There's another clip. You can clip through the ship and can get into this room. But yeah, the route is like as fast as the normal one. And I didn't get frame perfect stuff. So yeah, I got hit. So I need to pray for a good push, and he pushed me in the wrong direction. That's kind of bad because he can kill you.
Oh man, the game's lagging.
Yeah.
Oh man, the stream's dying too. For like a second. Wasn't that noticeable until I said something.
So yeah, the rest of this level is pretty much free. It's like very fast paced, actually. It's just engine room that takes the most time, and the layer stuff. Also, yeah, talking about RBA saves overall with FP early and 450 skip only 1 minute, around 1 minute. But you kind of save mentally more time because it's like a newer route. You have more. When I did the route, it was like more motivating for me. Because it's always nice to learn new routes. Yeah, it's really not that important in this game, but after Chapter 20, it's yeah, you should consider learning, at least in my opinion. Because with no FFM, it's pretty hard to PD sometimes. That's a big thing in this game, like, you plateau after you have like PDs. But that's actually, I don't know, maybe it's the same for other speed games too. After a PB. Just because you have you have to constantly improve yourself. So yeah, what we do here is we jump on those barrels. If we land in there, we're gonna do a quick dive and it wastes a lot of time. So don't fall in there. Thank you. And also don't get hit by this TNT. While I was setting up my FFM file, this TNT killed me actually. So I had to recollect all the notes again. So yeah, there's this one skip called boat jump. It makes it easier to get a cutscene skip that's coming up, but you can get it without too. It's just boat jump is just insanely precise. And there's not a lot of runners going for it. So yeah, we actually almost done with RBB.
Nice. Wow, the marathon's already been going for around 2 hours. That's amazing. It just felt like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah. I'm not that nervous anymore either. So I'm glad about that.
Yeah, because now it's more like fun. Maybe it's because I'm here. I don't know. Probably not. Let's be real.
Of course, it's because you are here.
Yay.
1, 2, 3. So we gotta use a gold feather here. And we collect some health. It's important to have some health later, because there's a room coming up who can pretty much pretty much screw you over.
What? Health? I thought you're supposed to die all the time.
Yeah, we're supposed to die, but we're supposed to die later, and it's easy to die.
Oh man, you have to die again?
Yeah.
Alright, that death that's coming up, you never saw it. Even though it hasn't happened yet, you never saw
It's
it.
pretty much in Clicklockwood we don't do death work.
Oh yay, we actually get to not commit suicide. That's great.
But yeah, like I said, it's faster to die than just looting.
Well, yeah. The levels in this game are really huge, and you start back at the beginning whenever you die.
So that combination is the same every time too. There's a meme. I actually fucked it up once. Like I was running any percent no RBA and I fucked it up. And I died here actually, in a race. It was hilarious. So this room is pretty much known because you can crash in this room. If the enemies hit you into the notes, you crash. Also, yeah, there's a trick called Rocket Banjo. Bobby's talking about the trick. It's pretty much you do a little air jump if you time your ground pound better. So yeah, flutter here, collect this Jiggy. So there's our last Jiggy Jig skip coming up with jumping in the water. I can't tell you how much I died in this room. Too much. Also in the room coming up I died a lot too. You see why in a second. That snorkel, he needs our help because apparently he's stuck under an anchor. Also, I don't know how Grunty fits all this stuff in the layer. It's like a really big boat. Then you have like a really big whale. Then you have a huge island. So yeah, I hate this room because the camera is bad in this room and the sailors can screw you over. They can kill you. I can't tell you how much I died in this room with 99 notes. Actually a lot. And I have so much health. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna collect the last 2 Jiggies. And hopefully I get a Jiggy Jig skip. Because it's kinda cool to show off. And then after this world we actually utilize the Furnace Fun calculator to determine which Furnace Fun pattern we have. So we need actually Snacker over here. So if he hits us and we go into the water, we can skip this cutscene. Because this game pretty much thinks we're still in the water. But yeah, it's insanely precise. No, it's not that precise. Everybody can do it. It's easier than counting to 3 and jump into the water, but it's also a little bit slower. But more consistent.
Who says I could do it?
I mean,
Everybody can.
yeah, just do it. I believe in you.
I don't have the game. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to do that.
You can do it in emulator. Emulator is actually slower for this game because a bunch of tricks don't work.
I don't want to download the ROM.
So yeah, like I said, we need to die. So.
Oh no! Donate money so that the bear doesn't die again.
So that's the last time we died as Banjo. So no worries, except if we die in Click Like Wood now. But it won't happen.
Don't tell him that you won't die again. You gotta force him to donate, man. It works every time.
We're gonna help bears.
Donate to help Banjo not commit suicide again.
So yeah, that's our 9th Jiggy. So we're pretty much almost done with this game. We only need to do Click Like Wood, and Click Like Wood is like the longest swirl.
Man, you only need 10 more notes to beat the game!
Yeah! So, if I die, I'm just gonna do any percent. So there's a trick called leap jump you can do there, but it's very inconsistent on NTC. I got it
and you failed it. Good job.
No. There, you can do a backflip up there. There's a leaf down there with a gold feather. You can backflip up there. But I won't go for it because I don't get it on NTC that often. When I used to be on PAL, I got it like always. But on NTC it's actually really hard. I'm not sure why. Everything involved with the backflip is kind of scuffed. Like the beginning backflip. Then in FP there's a backflip up the chimney. Leaf jump. In Click Like Wood are some backflips. In RBB is a backflip. It's impressive. So yeah, we gotta we talk to Prantillas and get 6 answers, and hopefully our pattern will be solved then. If it's not solved, it's gonna be a problem in Furnace Fun. We can basically predict what answers it could be, but it's not like 100%. So yeah, we talk to her, and we get answers like Jelly Belly. Ignore the grunty text. Jelly Belly, Sweaty Gorilla Feet, Ghastly. So I have my Furnace Fun calculator here now, and I put it in. Sweaty, Jelly, Ghastly, and we have 11 patterns left. That's kinda bad, but at the same time we can get it solved by getting 2 really good answers. So let's hope, less RNG. Because it's actually RNG. You kind of try to get like the not obvious answers. There's like blue highlights in the Furnace Fun calculator, and those blue highlights I'll have like the most I have the most probability to be the right answer. And if you get those, then you're pretty much guaranteed to not get your pattern solved. So yeah. For example, it would be good if I get flying ready controlled bats and greasy warthog. That would solve my pattern. So I have collecting and dirty birdie. Okay, 2 patterns left. And a mad vulture. Okay, we have 2 patterns remaining, so we have a 50-50 pattern. So it's gotta be hard in Furnace Fun. So stay tuned for that. Maybe I will die in Furnace Fun. So maybe that wasn't the last death in RBB. Less RNG.
Too bad I won't be here for Furnace Fun, so I can't promote donations, so rip that.
Feels bad now.
I guess the bird and bear will just die, you know?
I won't let them die.
They just want to commit suicide. They have no meaning in life, apparently. It seems like their franchise is dead too, so, you know. Save the bear and burr. Save the bear and burr? What? Okay. You know what? We're just gonna roll with that.
So these tiny leaves actually have hitboxes and we can backflip up there, but it's insanely precise. And if you fuck up, you fall down, so you have to be careful. Also, I'm killing all the birds. You can pretty much avoid them by jumping around them, but I'm not comfortable with that, and if you fall down, you have a high probability to die. And I obviously don't want to die. That's bad. Even in this world, it's kind of bad to die.
Sure it's bad to die? You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Aw, dang it. I have to go. Rip. Well, thank you for inviting me to do some commentary. This was very
No
fun.
problem. Hope you enjoyed what you saw.
And yeah, I did. But good luck on furnace
Thank
fun.
you.
Alright.
Yeah.
See ya.
So our feather counter is good, so we don't have to get feathers for Grunty later. So pretty much the only thing that we do here is like activating Winter Switch and opening the egg here for Aerie. And every season is gonna be different. Like I said in the beta, Funky Forest of Donkey Kong 64 was in this game. And Plankers was a real whale. And they changed it, so Click the Wood is like based on seasons, and Funky Forest is based on time. Which are pretty cool concepts. I like them a lot. So there's a strat in this game called Softlock. I'm not going for it. You basically use the bees you saw there behind, because if you get hit in a cutscene you can move during the cutscene. And what they do is actually they don't hit Gobi and fall on the back. What they do is they shoot another 5 eggs into the flower, get hit by the bees, and move blind to Mumusa. And that strat saves like 12 seconds. So it's not really worth it. And if you don't do it fast, then it basically saves nothing. So everybody makes fun of those people who are going for it, but without a valid reason. So yeah, we already have 20 nodes. The longest season will be fall, because there's the most stuff. And winter will be the fastest season. So we have to collect these worms now, and give them to Aerie. Also, we have to go into the Hornet Hive, because there's a Jimmy for us. Also, it's really good looking for our feather count. Also, there's a little pause coming up with feeding Aerie. Like I said, if you run this game, you start to appreciate these little pauses. Because basically this game is non-stop. You have like the jiggy animations, I guess. But I wouldn't like the game if it would be like SM64, by re-entering the levels over and over again. So what we do is we execute Talon Shot and do a backflip. And I fucked it up. You can do a ground pound and you get it saved. So I'm gonna use another ground pound with Use Man, just to get safe down here, because I don't want to die. Also, Gobi's hitbox is insanely precise, for whatever reason. Also, we're still bullying Gobi. So yeah, we get this worm. And we press this switch. We don't have to kill bird. We can just jump away from it now. If those birds hit us, they take away 2 health. So it's not good. Obviously. Because we can die. This place is like a pretty common choking point for me. Also, as soon as we are in fall, there will be like there will be a fall clip, and in winter there will be 2 clips called Winter Clip 1 and Winter Clip 2. So yeah, we have to climb it up here because there's a Jiggy. Also a bird. This bird has sometimes a weird hitbox, like I managed to get hit while pecking him. Not sure how. But yeah, it's a thing that happened. So what we're gonna do now is we can clip with the egg shot through this house, and we can collect the Jiggy that's there. There's a Jiggy, and by shooting eggs through this wall, we can collect it. I swear, can. Okay, I told you, we can. But that was weird. And it's, normally it's faster, but that was obviously slower. Because it's like out of the way in fall. But yeah, it works simply because of big GA boxes. And Kazooie's Peak having a hitbox. So only thing left is to do is like only the Ivy. Whatever you want to call him. I forgot a worm. That's kind of bad. I know which worm I forgot. So that's a time loss. Yeah. So yeah, we have to climb up again. Sorry guys. So yeah, it's safer to go this way up. Also, our health is like perfect, so we can't pretty much die. Only if you're like really dumb. Also this world is known to eat inputs. Also this door is very laggy. That's a fun fact. So yeah. He can push us through the nest if we like too close to his beak. I never got it, but I actually heard people saying they got pushed through the nest by being too close to him. So we try to be as far away from him as possible. Also, we get this Jinjo. Alright. Feels good. So now fall is coming up. Fall is a pretty cool season. Because we do like fall clip, but it's basically like only collecting a bunch of notes and worms. And acorns. Acorns have really bad hitboxes in this game. So yeah, we don't kill them, pretty much. We use gold feathers to get these notes. It's possible to get these notes without gold feathers. Also, please. Okay. Now we go to Momo's hut because there are like 4 nodes. I don't know, it seems like randomly placed. It seems like random to place these nodes in this room. But I guess it makes sense to visit Momo like every season. In winter he's not there, and autumn he's like sweeping the floor. In spring he's transforming you, and in summer it's like too hot for him. So yeah, we're gonna collect a bunch of worms. Also we make sure not to get hit by birds. Save the animals. So yeah, I tried to do there another quick dive, but it wasn't that good of a quick dive. So this room is actually really laggy. Normally, like if you're on really bad pace and you want to save some time, then it's a good it's probably good to get this Jiggy in winter, because you can get it in flight and skip the laggy Jiggy Jig dance, and it saves like a few seconds. But at the same time, it makes it harder to get like Winter Clip too. So not gonna bother with it. So we hit Gobi's back for the last time, because we don't do soft locks yet. And the Jiggy only spawns in fall. Like if you were to go to spring and check the flower there, the Jiggy wouldn't be there. You can only get it in fall. And if you do soft lock, you can only get it in spring. We get the last 2 Jinjos as the beef in this world. Oh no. Well, hope you liked this world. Oh no. It's fine. I should have killed the birds. So that's like a 10-minute time loss, kinda. Not sure how much time I lost there. Yeah, it's just getting the notes again. It's fine. I kinda expected to die here, to be honest. But yeah, that's actually a reason why I just don't like this level that much. It just eats your inputs. Like, I was mashing B there, not sure if you heard that. My controller is kinda loud. I was mashing B there a lot, just to hit the bird, but it didn't work. So yeah, it's fine. We just need to hope to not die in Furnace Run, because that would add a lot of time waste. Like 5 minutes. And I guess we can get the worms here. So yeah, we have to go up there again. You can walk under them, but you have like randomly the chance they'll hit you, so I won't go for it. Luckily, there are like not a lot of nodes here. The back of these snare bears are actually, they don't have a hitbox, you can land on them. Like, you really don't want to go for it because you can die. So yeah, just need to get the beaver notes. And if you collect this Jiggy, the entrance stays open. If we didn't collect this Jiggy, then we have to open this thing again. But yeah, that's quite unfortunate. But yeah, that's N64 games. They kinda eat a lot of the inputs. Also, I'm not sure if it's my controller. Yeah, he wants still some food. Also, it's kinda be a problem. So yeah.
Oh, it's your favorite person back again.
Welcome back.
For no reason.
I died.
Great. Oof, that sucks.
That's fine.
God, why is it so quiet? Oh, that would explain that. Not home now, but whatever, we can still commentate.
I'm kinda low on gold feathers. Like, I need at least one gold feather.
Oh.
Please don't die. Okay, we're not gonna save those animals, because they're gonna they're gonna screw me over. So yeah, we're pretty much back to the initial point. Just hope to don't get fucked by this by the bird again.
Oh my god, please.
Also, I forgot to get a ginger in summer. I have to go back. We actually found a trick by accident. If you die with a Jiggy in your hand, the game is kind of weird.
What happens?
I still need one node. I think I need to hit Gobi again.
So how much time did dying lose?
In this world, actually a lot.
Oh. How many minutes exactly?
I think I lost like too much.
Oh no.
It's like 10 minutes or so.
Oh god.
It's fine.
Oh man.
I still need one node though.
Man, we're past going over, boys.
I mean, it wasn't even my fault, like the game ate kind of my input.
Also, God, hearing my own voice on stream. No.
So I need to
I
need to search for some gold feathers. I know in winter are a bunch of gold feathers. I can't find anyone here. There's another way to get them damage less, but I tried. I'm bad with this trick.
Alright. I guess you guys will still watch the stream anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much.
So yeah, same. Gonna backflip up. Yes, I will still get under my estimated time.
Oh, okay.
Probably. Hopefully. Should be. This last bomb is actually a run killer. Like, he screws over your runs. Oh my.
Yeah, we're not police about being underestimated. True. We're just here to have a good time. Maybe.
Oh my god.
Please don't die again, okay?
I'll try.
Also, donate! Maybe he won't die. Best excuse to donate. Donate right now, and you get a faster speed run, and then we can move on.
Give me a gold feather.
Donate $20, and the Burden Bear will not die again. Most likely.
That's kind of the thing I was afraid of. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I just don't want to see how red my splits would be.
But you're not splitting, so you can't see how red it will be.
True. I have no clue where gold feathers are, so I have to delay getting those this last note for later, after winter.
Oh no.
So if we die with 99 notes, I'm pretty much not collecting every note again.
That would be really depressing.
I would cry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This guy likes his nuts. So we gotta give him his nuts. Okay, GG for it. I'm really not sure where I can get a gold feather. I guess we gotta get it in winter. Also, I'm not sure if I will be underestimated. It's gonna be hard. Alright, that's the last time we feed this bird, and if we collect a D, and it's like a major boss, kinda.
Yeah, it's easy, dude. It's so easy. Yeah.
I mean, sub 235 is still possible.
Yes, Viper, it does. Also, hey, Viper. Josh and I worked on this like 2 in the morning my time. Please help.
So we're gonna get this Jiggy now. Also, let me try to get this node again, damageless. I have much more health now. And then let me do forklift, because I don't want to backtrack just for this node. I can't. I will die, dude. Alright. So what we do is, I do is now forklift. Basically, you build a bunch of downward speed up, and then you clip through the slope.
So it's like a slope glitch, pretty much.
It's a glitch because you clip through the slope.
So why isn't it just called slope glitch?
That's a good question. Because we're bad with naming things.
Isn't everyone bad with naming things?
Isn't it like a Sonic Adventure to skip, which is like gadgets skip something like that.
Yeah, the gadget skip. I literally just watched that video. I learned about it like yesterday. It's a pretty stupid name because it skips the skip. Come on, guys. Got anything better? You could have named it Crazy Gadget, Mega Ultra Super Skip. That's too risky to go for in runs. The movie.
So let me get some
Could have
help,
named that.
because I don't want to die.
Yes, we're talking about SA2, yes. So why are you in Freezy Peak again?
This is not Freeze's Peak, this is Little Winter Edition.
Oh, just looks like Freezy Peak. It looks like exactly like Freezy Peak.
I mean, I like the snow levels for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I still have to get a Jinjo and a note, so...
Oh. I don't think I'll make it to the end of the run.
It's fine.
Also, food is a little more important. Also, Viper went live cool. I don't care Twitch. Don't need to tell me. It's not like I'm gonna watch him anyway. I got other things to do.
So,
Twitch.
sub 235 is pretty much dead.
It's dead, you right?
Yes, I'm 90% sure.
Yeah, yep, definitely can go under the S. Hey Haxa, can he still show off Reverse Bird Adventure? Everyone needs to see that.
Oh no, I have the Ginger, holy shit. No, I don't. Fucking CRT. So, it's pretty much almost the end of winter. We're gonna poop an egg precisely to hit the window. We can do it the other, there's another way, but it's really inconsistent because the game drops a lot of your inputs in this world. Also, maybe I'm on point with estimate. Alright, so we gotta do wind clips now. Walls are really good programmed in this game, ceilings not. So we can do things like this. Now we gotta collect the honeycomb, fly, and do this. Hopefully I get it. Would be cool to show up. And I got it.
Nice.
So let me go into fall and collect the notes, and let me go into summer and collect the ginger. But yeah, ceilings are really bad programmed in this game. So I'm gonna think now. If I get a good run to fight, subject 35 is still possible, and I can show off RBA.
Alright, looks like I have to go again. Again, good luck on Furnace Fun. Probably gonna be easy, I hope. And is sub 240 possible?
Yes.
Okay, then try to get
If I
that.
get another time to
And
clip.
see you, chat. See you, chat. I'll see you for 64, 16, and then I'll see you like the rest of the night. Bye, everybody.
See ya. I hate this clip pretty much. Alright. So let me into fall again, let me get the Jiggy, and let me get the Jinjo, and then we can finally finish up this world. Can I think of it now? I mean, sub to 35 is still possible. Also, these bees are kind of pushbacks. I can hit you. Also, I have to go save. So, please don't die. Also, you can attempt these clips with only one health. No, with only one honeycomb, sorry. If you do, then you're gonna die, you get a game over. Because this game is weird. Because voiding out in this game is weird. You lose your nose. So it's hard. It's gotta be hard with an unsolved pattern to get the sub 235, but I guess it's still possible. There's not much coming up. There's one last clip we can do as a B, and then it's pretty much it. It's pretty much then only Furnace Fun and Gruntified. And I hope I won't fuck up Gruntified. So yeah, holding R here too for the B, because it makes our life a little bit more easier. And the last thing we do is like enter this honey hive, because there's the last Jinjo, and our last Jiggy, hopefully. So yeah, what we do is we hold B and basically fly in this corner, and we always slip out. So yeah, sub to 35 is dead, but sub to 40 should be alright. So we get B transformed here. Even if we could get the B into Furnace Fun, we would get the B transformed into Banjo, because this game only allows Banjo and Furnace Fun. So that's very well programmed. And I have to get a bunch of help. Also, I'm gonna go do the Grunty Square first, just to narrow down the RNG. And that's just normal questions. I know all these answers because I basically played this game for very long now. Oh yeah, refrag, you could go live. So, this is a 50-50 question. Alright, pattern is solved. So basically you don't want to get like picture questions on the Joker Square, because and some question, because those are like very slow. Should be freeze the peak. Okay. If I would fail it, I would need to kill myself. Alright. Oh no, it's 8. Alright, we skipped the minigames because they're long. That's probably looks small. There's only one skip left doing. It's called Furnace Fun skip. We skipped the first credits, because they're obviously slow. Trunker the tree. Game tries often to trick you. Ripper. Big butts and guts. So yeah, the furnace one calculator is a real good invention. Before that it was only YOLOing. Let's go be Spelly. That's Mumbo. Skip. Yumblies and Grumblies. What was that? So... Oh no! Okay. Okay. I fucked up. Yep. For those who don't know, I tried to do the furnace fun skip, and I basically fucked up. It's alright. Just gonna be happy when this is over. I'm just sorry. I still can show you off a grunty fight, I guess. It's the hammer. Skip. That's meant one dimension. Basically want that the right answer is in the first line because it saves time. So that's really good RNG. There's another way to skip this trick, but it's task only. Like you can, there's a jump you can do, but yeah, it's really precise. It's flankers. But yeah, it's called ARP skip because ARP found it a while ago. He got it by accident. It's actually how most of these tricks got found. Just by accident. Mortify. Skip. Alright. So... Please this time no fuck up. Basically you have to stand between barely on this tile. So that should be working. So... Oh no, Okay, now it's not funny anymore. Ugh. So we have one shot. If I miss it, then yeah. It's fine. This trick is really precise. I don't know. $94. Bunch of flowers. I only have like one last try. If I fuck it up, then I probably won't finish this. Maybe I will load up the EverDrive and finish this one. No, I didn't. Honeycomb. Wait. Jelly belly. Flankers. No, it's Rusty Bucket Bane. Alright, what's luck? Four lifeboats. Three, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Camel spit smoke shape. So I'm gonna be really precise with that. It's like important which direction you look in. That should work. If that doesn't work, I don't know. Thank you. Alright. Kinda unfortunate that I failed it so often. Because normally it's not that hard of a trick. The game assumes you're dead, that's why you can walk on the spirit afterwards. So what we get is like only an egg refill and no feathers. Maybe I should get an extra life, but I'm pretty confident that I won't die. So Grunty Fight is actually pretty awesome, has a lot of phases to it. The worst phase is probably the beak-combing phase, it's like a pretty common phase everybody will remember. So yeah, if it's a good Grunty Fight, I may get a sub 241. So what we do is we get the straight camera. And we're gonna use ground pound abusement. Then we're gonna start pooping eggs. And she's flying towards us. And then she gets hit by all these eggs we poop there. And that skips her first phase. So what we need to do now is like hitting her 3 times with eggs. So what we try to do is be faster than her at her next location. It's like clockwise. Yeah. And that's the last location. It's the last time. And if you have a straight camera, then it's not gonna be a problem. So that's a setup. So we gotta get on the flight path. And try to beat her as fast as possible. She stops randomly in the flight. So what we do is, when she's flying around, we try to aim a little bit more to the right so we can hit her. So yeah. Last hit. It's like the worst fight. If you fuck up the initial setup, then yeah, you're gonna be screwed over. So now she has a shield, and there will Jinjo steady spawn, and there's a trick which you can soft lock. You can soft lock if you create too much lag. Like, it soft locks because you create too much lag. And the solution is just to poop like 3x, but I didn't got it because my angle was wrong. I only poop like 3x because it's safer. But yeah, you can soft lock there, and it's like pretty well known because a lot of people soft lock here and lost their PBs. This skip saves, this cutscene overlap saves actually a lot of time. So, yeah, this is not a pretty hard phase. It's a pretty easy phase. So now the last phase is coming up, which is only Jinjonator, and it only takes like 47 seconds from now on. So it's gonna be sub 41. So yeah, we're gonna use damage abusement. Normally you're supposed to get it with gold feathers, but gold feathers are actually important. Also, that's random when she shoots her special attack, but it helps a lot generally, because you can shoot more X into this thing. And that's final time, 2:40:41. So overall, this run wouldn't have been that bad if I didn't die and click like wood, and all these beams like falling down, and also failing like fun skip 2 times. If that didn't happen, it would have been like probably a 2:25 or something like that. So yeah, that's Banjo-Kazooie. If you want to get into this game, check streeton.com. It has a lot of documentation, but yeah. We need to stop the run now. We're gonna move on to Sonic Roboblast 2. Thanks for watching, guys. So I'm gonna set up the stream really fast. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the run.